Yet another Ruger LCP video. I know there just isn't enough out there to satisfy our taste for them, our love for the Ruger LCP. I've owned this gun probably 3 years, and this is the post recall, and though it still has the dash and the square piece here, and obviously the lower sights. They have a newer version out without the dash. That's the one you want to get if you're looking for the newer, better, and improved, enhanced trigger and higher sights. This gun does have minimal to no sights mentionable. You see that little fancy white dot I put on there? I did that free of charge with some white fingernail polish from my wife's stash. So this gun has been greatly improved with some of the little small and cheap additions that I've done to it. It's already a great shooter as it is in its own right. I believe so. I'm used to the trigger. I shoot Glocks almost exclusively for the most part. I have a lot of other guns, but Glocks is pretty much what I shoot. And but at any rate, so if you're going to shoot 300 or 400 rounds through a Glock, and then you jump over to this to run a couple mags through it, you're going to think the trigger is crap. So what I typically do is I'll shoot this first before I shoot anything else, because this is my carry piece. It's a summertime pocket carry. Beautiful gun for that. That's all of its purposed and design was to be a pocket gun, and therefore the low sight radius, or actually no sight radius I should say. Gun has been obviously safety checked before I ever even did the video and started it up. There's no point in showing you all that. I'll just take the mag out, and what I'd like to talk about though is some of the improvements I've done to it. Obviously, as you can see on the outside, I've added the houge grip, and this was a cheap addition to it. I don't carry it this way because it does add just a touch, and this is one video I couldn't find where it actually shows you the thickness that it adds to the gun. It does add a little bit of thickness to it, so it's really not that carryable, I guess you would say, huh? If that's even a word, but you can't, I guess you could. I can't personally. I don't care for it. It snags when I start to pull it out of the pocket, and it's, I just don't like it. I'd rather just have it as the gun's intended to be without any other, on the grip. So nothing's on the grip. You take out this pin on the original version. This is actually a replacement pin that houge gives you. And you take out a little small plastic piece of the butt here at the bottom, a little butt plate. It covers up the sleeve and the spring inside there, the hammer spring. And you take that out. That's a simple, real quick deal. This all takes maybe a whole total of less than a minute to do the whole thing. And there's videos out there that show it. But here's the package. And you can see it's a hand doll. If you're looking for one, go to Midway. I think I picked it up for $6 or $7. That's one of the upgrades I've done to it. It's made it a sweet little shooter for the range. I need to take it off actually, because I haven't taken it off since I've had it at the range, and I'll be doing that shortly and put it back to how it was. And I may even go as far as to see if I like this as much as I'm just going to get a piece of bicycle inner tube and wrap just one slight band around it and see if I like that, because I know it'd be a lot thinner, but yet it'd have something maybe I can hold on to that's rubber as opposed to the front of the gun here. But at any rate, who knows? We may even do, if you need to try this out, I may even do a little pass around or something, and or if I don't like it altogether. I mean, I like it now. It's added a little thickness to it. I don't like it for carry. I like it as a shooter. But if the inner tube works for me, because I didn't mind the gun before without that on there, so it wasn't that big of a deal. And I run 100 grain reloads. I hand load my own ammo. They're 100 grain, so it's a little softer on the recoil side of it. It's not quite as snappy as you would find if you went and bought just boxed ammo, which is typically, geez, I don't even know what it is, but you can get it in every different grain. I think the common is 85 or 90, and that's going to be a little bit more snappier. Therefore, there's more powder, right? Lighter bullet. And these things snap enough. If you've shot one, you know it snaps. So a lot of people don't like that. It's a long pull. I can take a silhouette at 20 feet, a metal silhouette, now, and I can rapid fire it all 7 shots. And I have 3 magazines that I carry for the range, so And I do a flush fit. I have a finger groove deal on there, the base plate. I don't care for that. It hold, you feel better, but I'm not going to add all this stuff and keep it a light carry gun. This gun right here, without the houge grip, with an empty magazine in it, only weighs 8.8 ounces. Yeah, you heard that right, 8.8 ounces. I have seen on Ruger specs that it's 9.4. I've seen other people weigh their guns, 9.4. Mine weighs in at 8.8 ounces on a calibrated scale. So either my scale is off, and it very well may be, or I got a defective gun, and Ruger's made it light. I'm not going to return it because I actually like that. The lighter the better. I can carry a spare mag. I'm actually making the DeSantis holster. This is perfect. I'm actually making my own leather holster that's similar to the wallet holsters that you see. I'm making it out of leather, and I'll probably do a separate review on that. And where the gun holds in the holster, there's this little empty gap here that you'll see, like when the magazine's in it. Even though the DeSantis holster, you'll see here, it comes out, and it's got this little hoop here that snags in your pocket as you pull it out. Well, I was thinking, hey, and it fits perfect for another magazine, right in this little empty area. So on my holster, and I'll do a review on that and see if it even works out, but I'm planning on putting a little pouch there so I can carry that in the face of the wallet on the back side, that the gun's going to be against your body. The face of the wallet holster will be just plain, and it won't print. It's going to print like a wallet. And hopefully that'll carry well, and I'll be able to still grab the gun out, reasonably fast. If that's the case, I can always carry an extra mag with me. And what do I use for ammo in this thing? Or defensive ammo, I should say. You betcha. If you've watched Shooting the Bull videos, you'll know this is the new bad boy in town. You want to talk about new innovation for the .380 caliber. Man, this is it right here. 85 grain extreme penetrator. If you haven't seen the video, check out Shooting the Bull's new video where he revamps it and shows this defensive ammo. This is a brand new ammunition, and you want to talk about sweet looking. Let's take a look at that. I know ammo shouldn't be pretty, but man, is that pretty or what? And I believe these aren't copper plated. I almost want to say that these are steel. I don't know all what it weighs, but, and that'd be interesting. I need to do another video on that. I'll install a full mag. I'm not going to do it on this one. This is mainly just to show you the upgrades on my gun. But I couldn't resist but to show you this bullet here. And it cycles flawlessly in my LCP. I had actually got it off a guy that had a car P380, and it went and cycled through his car. So he sold me 2 boxes and a box of Fiocchi Extremes and a whole nother box of Perfecta, all for a low sum of 50 bucks. I believe these run $28 without shipping, or somewhere in that line. You get 20 of them. But man, you want to talk about a good ammo, and I know for a fact it cycles in the LCP. His wouldn't cycle it, so he dumped a lot of. But then again, with in all regards to car, I have never owned one. I have a PM9 in the mail, actually, the Black Diamond version right now. I will say this, in their defense, he said that even ball ammo wouldn't run through the P380. Now, maybe he had a lemon, because it's a love-hate thing with car, it seems like. Some guys hate it. They bought $500, $600, $700 gun. It's not cycling right, blah, blah, blah. It may be the user, it may be the ammo. I know they don't like PMC. But that's a whole nother video in itself, and I will review. And like to hear your comments, actually, on the car PM9 or any other car that you have, the CW380s. I'd love to get one of those. I was actually going to replace this with a P380 originally, is what I was looking at. And then I seen they had the CW. And I says, man, that's a great little pocket gun, for the money. And I don't care about all the bells and whistles, so what about the barrel? I don't care. This is an up-close personal protection gun. This isn't something that has to have all the bling on it. I like a nice firearm. I like this right here. What I like most about the Ruger, it's defined radius. Everything about this gun, the finish on it, it's just super smooth. Quality. I mean, you want to talk about attention to detail. They've done it here. I'm not going to save $100 and buy a less expensive version, shall I say, that just doesn't perform. I've had this gun for numerous years, and I've gotten close to 1,000 rounds in it. That's right, 1,000 rounds. That's why I polished this out, because it was so thrashed up. I didn't do it to make the gun look purty, right? I just did it because, actually because I had it out and I was just cleaning it. I said, it's about time I do it, because it was just all, the bluing was just wearing off of it. And so I did it, and I actually like the way it looks. But, let's get down to what else I've done to it, and that's with the Wolff springs, okay? I bought some Wolff springs. I bought a package of them, I believe, on Midway, USA.